This is Danny Flexen for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined once again by the White Rhino, Dave Alen. Dave, you're making your comeback this weekend on Fight Zone in Sheffield. A lot of people will know you from the big matchroom shows. You became a bit of a cult hero over the last few years. They'll be quite surprised that your comeback is so low-key in comparison. What's it all about? Why have you decided to return?
Well, I retired in November time, and I was really happily retired. I was 21 stone happy. That's how happy retired I was.
That's very happy.
Yeah, I was over the moon. And so I started managing fighters, right? I get my manager's license. So I think, all right, this is brilliant. This is my next move after boxing. I can still be involved in boxing. So anyway, I started managing Levi Kinciona. I was managing about 6 at first. 2 of them were journeymen, the ones who go on the road. And I said, look, I manage fighters, yeah. I don't take a percentage. I take zero money off any of them. So I said to him, look, you're going to go on the road. You don't need me. And if I'm going to be doing it for free, I don't want to manage the losers, really, do you? It might sound harsh, but I don't want to manage a loser. Like, if I'm doing it for free, I'm involved because I want to be part of your success. It's great. Let's all have success together. So 2 of them, I said, no, manage yourself. I said, please don't manage yourself. Don't let anyone take money off you. It ain't that hard. So anyway, another 2 of them, I said, look, I don't really rate him. So I said, I'm not managing you because I don't think you're that good. So yeah, I've got Levi Kinciona. I think he's got a lot of talent. He also works a full-time job and he's doing a degree. How can you not want to help a man that's doing that? So I said, look, yeah, of course I'm managing it. You only got to pay your trainer. You deserve every penny you're getting because you're working 3 full-time jobs effectively. And Stevie Levy's a good friend of mine. So I said, I'll manage you as well. So I'm sat at home, I'm thinking, right, so I'm managing these 2. But it was Levi at the time. So I thought, how am I going to get him out? We're in lockdown. So I messaged Eddie. I said, Ed, do me a favour. We get Levi Kinciona out. He's like, well, probably not me. I said, all right, Sam. But at this point, I'm trying to think of ways. I'm thinking, how can we get him out? So we did get him on a matchroom bill in the end. And he got pulled off 4 days before his opponent pulled out. Heartbreaking stuff, to be honest. But anyway, so I'm thinking, how are we going to get him out? I'm looking at Frank Warren and I'm thinking, yeah, that's great, but I'm matching through to the end. So I'm thinking, right, well, I've got loyalty to Ed. So I'm looking at all things. My fighters that I'm managing fight anywhere. BT Sports, Frank Warren bills. I think they're great. They put some great shows on. So nothing's coming. Nothing being offered for him anywhere. So I'm looking at Fight Zone, and I'm thinking I used to work with Dennis. He was my first manager. I'm thinking, right. So I'm thinking, well, that's interesting. So I spoke to him. And I was intrigued where Fight Zone was going. I thought this is an interesting platform. It's an interesting idea. So I thought, right. So I went back to the gym on the Sly for a week. I'm 21 stone. I'm not really enjoying it. So I keep going for 2 or 3 weeks. I started thinking I feel all right. So I went back and I said, look, I'm going to come on board, right? But if I come on board, the kids that I manage, yeah, they're on board with me. They come with me. They come as part of the deal. I'll box, they box. When I box, they box. That's how it's going to work. Because I know with a platform like that, that's something new in boxing, I'm going to bring a big audience with me. So I'll do it. And I could have gone back to the zone, yeah, and I could have got 6 figures for an Alen Babic fight overnight. So it's not about the money. So I wanted the money. I could box Alen Babic in December. But it's not about the money. I don't need the money. I could box Alen Babic. I could do all that stuff. So I've ended up with Fight Zone because I like the idea. I like the platform. I like what it's doing. I've done the punditry and the commentary, and there's kids getting on the TV. Of course, at the minute, it's not a massive platform, and not lots of people are seeing him, but people are getting to see him. They're getting to see themselves on TV, which is important. The first time I saw myself on TV, I watched it for about 3 weeks straight. I never went to sleep. Jim Watt were commentating on my fight. I couldn't believe it. So I think it's a great idea, and I'm proud to be involved in it. Levi Kinciona and Stevie Levy are also fighting Friday, and there we are. And obviously, I've started to enjoy the training, and look at the size of the shoulders on me. I've been training, so I'm excited to be back fighting, but I'm equally excited to get the Fight Zone app on my phone and watch Stevie and Levi do the business as well. So I take a lot of pride in my training and my managing. So So yeah, I'm really excited about it all.
Do you think if you weren't managing fighters, you ultimately would have returned anyway, or do you think that might have been the end for you?
No, I wouldn't ever boxing. I was really happy retired. And I think the time I had off the 4 or 5 month, that was probably the best 4 or 5 months of my life since I turned 19, 20, because you know when you're a boxer, right, people don't understand how stressful it is. I could not go on my phone a year ago without someone going, I want to fight Dave Allen, or a text of someone saying, oh, this and this and this, or you're a fat bastard, you're a professional boxer, why are you fat, why this and that. But for 4 or 5 months of my life, I wasn't a professional boxer. No one was chasing me for a fight. No one would abuse me for being fat, because I was allowed to be fat. I was just a normal man. You can be as fat as you want. So it was a really nice period in my life. And people say financially, I need to come back. I don't need to come back financially at all. People think I'm daft. I'm not daft at all. I'm not that daft. I've been daft over the years, done silly things, but I'm not stupid. I don't need to come back for any other reason than I want to come back. These are getting a good opportunity, and I've got a bit left to give, albeit at a lower level than I was competing at before. But this is an entertainment business, and I can still entertain. You know, can I still compete where I was competing before, even though I wasn't winning at the highest level? Can I still compete anywhere near that? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But I can still compete at a lower level, but I can still entertain. I'm still putting bums on seats. People are still tuning to watch. I'm still doing national press and interviews on Fight Week. I wish I was doing less, but I've always got time for Seconds Out.
Sorry, mate.
So yeah, as long as I'm entertaining people and people want to come see me, I will continue to do so while it's healthy, which it is. I've been licensed, I've been medical, I'm clear to go.
So if you got a couple of wins under your belt and your old mate Eddie gave you a call and said, look, we'll give you that 6 figures for Babic and you can put Levi and Stevie on the undercard of the show, would you want that?
If I believed I could win it, yes. But only then. If I boxed Alen Babic on Friday, I wouldn't beat him. I'd be lucky to last 3 rounds. I wouldn't beat Fabio Wardley at the minute. I'd probably struggle to beat Nick Webb if I boxed him Friday. I've been out for 20 months. My confidence has been on the floor. You know, I'm feeling all right about myself, but if I was boxing Alen Babic Friday, I wouldn't be. I'm not at that level right now. I'm nowhere near that level that I was before because I've not been in the ring for 20 months. I've sparred, but I've not been sparring at an high level. I've been sparring at a level I'm going to be boxing at. Because sometimes you can get dragged down to a level, you know. So you got to try and. I've been sparring kids at a few levels below me and trying to maintain the level that I believe I'm at. That's a few above them. So I'm not ready to box Alen Babic. If I box Alen Babic, I'll beat him. So if I don't box him, you know, that's because I don't feel like I can beat him. Years gone by, I boxed for a few quid at times. Years gone by, I boxed because what else is there to do other than to turn up and just box? You know, I'll turn up and box Luis Ortiz because I need a few quid. But you know what? Why not? Why not do it? But now I'm 29. There's some miles on the clock, as we both know. I'm not interested in putting more miles on the clock than needed. So if I box Alen Babic, if I box Fabio Wardley, if I box Nathan Gorman, if I box any of them, yeah, I will beat him. I will beat him. If I don't box him, it's because I know I can't. And they're the facts.
You talked about your training and that you're enjoying it now. You've obviously got into some good shape. Who are you actually training with at the moment?
Well, when I first started, what I did is I got John Clark on board. He's a nutritionist. So I never had a nutritionist. I just whatever. I've always did that. So he started doing my food. I was 21 stone. I'm going to weigh about 18 and a half, which is the weight I was when I boxed Nick Webb. I think I'm a bit bigger now, a bit physically, a bit bigger. I've been lifting weights and stuff. So he got me doing the food and got me doing strength training, 2 things I'd never done before. So I've been feeling fit, but I've had 4 months. Now, 4 months going from 21 stone and severely unfit. I'm not going to be in 12-round shape, sharp as attack on Friday. But the opposition, Andrea Pesk, I don't need to be 12-round 100% condition because I'm looking 12 months in advance. Because even though I say right now I don't want to box Alen Babic, in the back of my mind I'm thinking in 12 months' time, if we do this right, maybe I will end up back there. So for the first 4 to 6 weeks, I was literally walking 2 hours a day, and I go to the gym and I body spar, I've been body sparring, amateur boxers, anything from 10-year-old and 5 stone to random 40-odd-year-old keep fitters. I just turn up to the amateur club where I train fighters at and just help out. I was body sparring everyone just because I was a big fat mess trying to get some weight off, and I just thought I'll do it. And at the same time as doing that, the amateur club, it's nice and busy. People come down because you never know, they might get to body spar me, and we have a good crowd while we're there. And then as time went on, I was doing pads with my old man, so I only see him once or twice a week because he's hard work, and I'm hard work for him as well. So we do a bit of pads and that. I was going up to Steve Barnes' gym in Sheffield. He was Kel Brooks' old amateur coach. I was going up there. It's very much similar to the Ingle gym. The same footwork, the same lines, the same pads. So I was going up there. My old amateur coach did the pads with him. So I'm still very much in the phase of just getting fit, because I say to the kids that I train, being fit is one thing, having stamina is another. To do 12 rounds, you don't need to just be fit. Mo Farah's fit. Can you do 12 rounds? No, because he hasn't got boxing. He hasn't got the stamina to do it. You got to have stamina. So I've been walking marathons. I'm body sparring for hours on end. I'm doing my blows, which is at the Ingle gym, getting my feet back moving, getting back punching, building some strength, building the stamina up in my shoulders, because over the years, I just thought I could turn up for 6 or 7 weeks to go in the gym and try and get fit. But after 6 or 7 hours, I used to put my hands together like that. My hands were bollocks. I couldn't even raise my arms up. I weren't throwing any punches in the gym. So I think now at 29, with a bit of maturity and the fact that I train fighters as well, I realise now what I need to do. So I think in 12 months' time, we may accidentally see me be back in the picture for British title fights or big fights with Alen Babic and stuff, because I think I am doing it properly. But that isn't my immediate aim. My immediate aim is just to get out, enjoy boxing, get Levi and Steve and Ryan LeBon, our manager as well, and my amateur fighters, get them moving, and I'm happy. And even told me a couple of years ago, in the position I'm in now, I'd be over the moon.
As time progresses on the comeback, do you think you might settle with one specific trainer that you'll bond with, work with regularly?
Well, I always said if a fight with Alen Babic, say something in 12 months' time, I go back to Jamie Moore. I hope Jamie Moore for me was the best trainer I worked with. I'm doing 4 rounds of Andrea Pesk on Friday, right? He went 7 rounds with Rudenko, lost on a technical decision. You don't go 7 rounds with Rudenko if you're not tough and can look after yourself. So you can't be too bad. But realistically, I beat him. I beat him by being fit and putting the rounds in open, body sparring, being ready. I beat him. Realistically, the same October 23rd, the opposition won't be much better. We'll put it up, go up incrementally over the next 12 months. So, but if that big fight does come, yeah, of course, I'd go back to Jamie Moore and you have to put a proper camp in. But for now, where I'm at, I'm in a privileged position where I can pick my opponents and do it right, and I'm at a stage now. I used to do track and field, and you can't go straight into your speed work. You have to put the miles in. So effectively, the minute what I'm doing is putting the miles in, I'm getting to compete, in the ring for real at the same time while I'm doing it. But I'm doing it, but in boxing, luckily, you're in a sport where you can do that with good iron fuel levels, But the key being, on Friday, I was still entertaining people, who still get the money worth, and that's what it's all about.
And before I let you go, you've talked at length before about battling your mental health and how happy you are or otherwise at different points in your career. Right now, I mean, this is only a short conversation, but you seem in a good place. How do you assess how you are at the moment? How do you feel within yourself?
I feel great. I get up early. I do my training. I come back. I train the amateur boxers that I can train. The days and times change. They've got different shifts and stuff. So on a day-to-day basis, I train twice. I train the amateur boxers twice. I go and see my nan. I go to the shop. I watch TV. What more can you want out of life? I don't want fancy things. I just want to be able to do what I want to do. I'm living the dream. Since I was 21 years of age, I've not had a job. I've boxed. And at times I've had not a penny in my pocket, but I've always had freedom and independence. And I realise, you know, with the prize fight, Brown fight, and media appearances, I made a lot of money out of it. And Brendan Ingle used to say to me as a young kid, I never forget him saying to me, I think I was 16 when I first went to the gym. He said, "Money, the only thing money will give you is independence." And I didn't know what he meant by that. I thought, what do you mean? I thought, surely it'll buy me something better than that. I thought, bloody hell. I thought, I want a big old house, Brent. But I realise now, my independence is, what time is it? It's 11:32 on a Tuesday, and I'm sat here in a pair of shorts eating a bagel. And I don't have to answer to anyone. No one's going to ring me now and say, you need to be here at this time. Why are you not here? Why not doing that? I don't have to answer to anybody. And at 29, I realised now what he meant. I've got my independence. I do what I want, when I want, how I want. And I see people comment on YouTube comments or other stuff. Dave Allen's this, Dave Allen's that. Dave Allen does what the fuck he wants. Dave Allen's his own boss. He's his own man. And you can say I'm shit. You can say I'm this. You can say I'm that. That's fine. You can say what you want about me. I'm not going to say nothing about you. And I'm going to continue to sit here now at 11:33, eating my bagel still, watching a bit of Netflix till I go to the gym later, where I train the next generation, yeah, and I do that without taking a penny off them. You know, I put money into them, and then at the same time, I then go and train myself, and I train them while I might not be Canelo or Manny Pacquiao. I've never failed a drug test, and I never will. So maybe you should really look at your heroes and who your heroes are in boxing, yeah, and realize what they're doing. And I'm just a hard working, maybe not the right word to use, but honest, and just do my thing. So I at 29 now, I've never been happy because when I was younger, I was always striving for something that wasn't there, and I never realised I had it all along. And what I had was no one's got any control or power over me. And I'm very proud of myself that I put myself in a position where I can live that life.
Brilliant. Well, it's good to see you so content, and I hope that everything goes the way you want it to go at the weekend.
I appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much.
No problem. You have a good day. Enjoy your bagel, and we'll see you at the weekend.